Valentine wants this fight. So she can work her way and get her to the ground Alex, but does she have enough of that? How psychology Alex for Kenya Enriquez to work around this position. You definitely see her work in the cage. Well, but you also have to remember that Hailey usually competes at 105, so you can really see the size discrepancy. She's not a true strawweight, which is at what this match is at currently, but she just proved to herself that she can get in, and once she's in, that is where she wants to be, not her at distance with a WBC champion on the feet. Valentine training out of the BST Academy. Folks train out there. She's breathing every she said she was intrigued to see how Kenya will do with her striking in MMA with her head on the center line. Move your head. She's doing a great job so far, but we just heard in the corner of Hailey she's breathing heavy. Now these are your opportunities to work in a takedown, but I think the strategy for Hailey is to work in a takedown up against the cage, but we'll see if she wants to shoot from the center and be able to work some dominant that 1-2 combination. Hailey said no. No, she is a tough cookie. Oh, another straight one. That number 2 man coming in fast and furious like a comet. Valentine looking for toss, a takedown. Good way though of taking herself to Lala, escaping out of that maneuver style right here. This is her best chance that she's got up against Ellie, and already attacking. Ellie's just on fire. You can tell she's been training with some of the best in the world. Music, yeah, did half of her camp with IRL Alexa Grau, which is outstanding because they are all they're busy, they're occupied with their own affairs. Alexa Grasso recently fighting for the championship, but I think it's great for Ellie that he gets a share of their time. And look at those knees, man, there's no blocking here, no attempt. There it is. Beautifully timed there, right into Mount O'Fern, putting out in trouble instantly with plenty of time in the first round. When's going for the kill? Remember, we're scheduled to go 5 rounds, but at this point we might not get there, and at this pace with both these ladies. Beautiful tack down. Now she's in full mount, getting the back. L prefers to give the back. When's a Espal specialist who also has a purp belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. She's a little bit high here, she's got to be careful. All right, trying to soften off her opponent. There it is, and she's working on that crank. She's got that underhang there that she can hold on. Oh nice, she's going to attack the leg. This is applause, music, awesome. Rodriguez trying to survive there. Oh, she lets it go. Okay, now she's got the hooks in, riding up high, trying to readjust. She could easily switch this to an arm bar. See how she's isolating that arm. Yeah, Rodriguez trying to come up now. That Lee arm that Alex is talking about is in jeopardy. You still has plenty of time, over a minute here. Wow, she is tight on that GRP. Applause, 2. And Rodriguez has never really been tested on the ground as a pro. She's doing good job to resist, however slowly working it. Plenty of time on the clock here, 1 hour now. She's going back to the attack in the leg, but she doesn't have a hook in. She might be able to, she might slip off here. Oh, and he trying to survive. Oh my goodness, wow. ALG Sterling did this one of the UFC fights here. It was awesome. Wow, but Ellie has just enough dexterity to survive that. Yeah, and she's out, and now done up, and the fans are going crazy here. And Munoz took some big breaths. That takes a lot of energy to ride somebody like that. W had her chance against a champ, and he missed it. Now let's see Rodriguez can carry some momentum into the second round. Man, Ailey came prepared for this one, man. She's the champ, and she's showing it tonight. Well, you mentioned that Munoz lost a lot of energy going for that submission. What about what Rodriguez went through? She looks great. She looks in shape. She looks fantastic. And taking the fight to the center of Lala, where she wants this fight now. Some body shots now. She got that boxer. She's feeling very confident, and Kenya Enriquez said in her interview that she is physically and mentally at her best, so we as fans can expect a lot of action. And now we're seeing her switch stance a little bit, really get into that flow with the last 20 seconds of this first round. She's feeling that confidence. I haven't seen too many kicks from Kenya. Will be curious to see if she does. She need them. Well, no, but I mean, why not test herself? Right, this is MMA exactly, and we actually haven't even seen that many kicks from Hailey. Definitely going to have to see more, because going tit for tat with Kenya is going to be a struggle for sure time. And into the second round we go. Hailey Valentine, I cannot wait to see if she can really force some of her strategy against Kenny. Here we go, second round. Enrique is in. Red Valentine shots a flat back, and then getting shots with the right hand, big hammer shots therefrom. Lydios, oh yeah, those are landing units. Interesting here, cause Kados has her head on the mat, flat on the mat, which is getting those punches, you know, the ground just absorbed all that impact, all that energy gets the travel and then bounces off the mat. So those shots really do hurt, especially when you have your head flat on the mat. Like music, that nice good control for Ladio now. Mount position, here nice elbow. Oh, just going with the volume, and this is what Fernand needs, cause now that she's in a D8 championship of the world. Presting now on the white corner, she's a fighter per record of 7 wins, 2 losses. She stands 5 feet for a ST official weight 123 pounds from Botcolia out of Tijuana, Mexico. She is the challenger Fernanda Domita M. Music, applause. Presenting now on the corner, she's a striker per of 2 wins, 2 losses. She stand 5 FST official, we 125 pounds. Applause. Out Guadalajara, Mexico. She is the the queen of the 5 white division. Presenting the champion, Ellie Rodriguez. The music. Daniel Mod will be here to put things in order. These 2 fighters, the challenger all the way from Bot to Tijuana, and now in here's Fernand Munoz against the hometown girl Ellie. Applause. Rodriguez. Referees ready, fighters are ready, we are ready, and here we go. Welcome back inside the black and gold cage, live from Wakara on UFC Fight Pass. It's our co-main event of the evening, and Edie Rodriguez right away. Oh my goodness, putting in danger. He came ready to go already. Wow, look at this sniping attack with the champ UFC veteran Alex Stu. Yours truly, Francisco Rivera, calling the action from the Domo in beautiful Calais. Oh my goodness, Ellie Rodriguez is just fire right now, coming in very aggressive, very clean, straight punches. Yeah, Muno getting completely caught off guard. Oh, good way to react right there. MS game though, music. So Ellie Rodriguez, who became the champion by defeating Victoria Alla by TKO, wow, is looking to show her power again. Man, she's catching her flat-footed LS, just throwing combinations just straight down the pipe, just 1-2 NS and out that head movement. She can't prepare. Oh wow, he got her, and Munoz reacted quickly, tries to get the leg, goes for the single. Look at that, she's an expert, so obviously she'll try to keep the fight close, grapple a little bit. Yeah, Muno here is this is her position now that she's trying to finish the fight. Now she can turn around the card. If it was just defense, the biggest back and the biggest thing in the round was going to be CS knockdown. Now that Fernand is trying to finish the fight, Alex, she is turning the scorecard around. Yeah, absolutely, and KO now need to use that fence for her advantage here. She's right next to the fence. That goes feet on there, try to get in there, try to create some space, but off at this moment she's laying flat on the mat, which is just devastating here with her position. 40 seconds left, a low, oh big elbow again, and almost a for him, hit by loser lot of volume. Hell, almost again from the face-to-face. 24 years and 23 years of age, same height, weight, almost same, with just 1 pound of difference there. Reach only 1 scimitar, 3 and 0 4, and she is the favorite at minus 152 and 0 4. Fernanda Leros, that is our 3rd fight of the evening. Everything ready, and our black and gold cage will go to Felipe de Maria for the official announcement over. 3rd fight, here are Rick's challenge of 0:47. Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the women's flyweight division. Lanao on the way corner, she's an MMA fighter per record of 4 wins, 3 losses. She stands 5'3" and tall official weight. Music. ARA Kisco, Mexico, she is the Wonder Girl. Fernanda now on the black corner. She's a striker of the record of 2 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 4 inches in tall official weight, 123.7 pound, fighting straight out of Chihuahua, Mexico. She is I on the third inside the C. Edgar Lopez, our referee for this fight. And remember, we are fighting with the updated UniFi rules of MMA, which means there is no longer Alex a 3-point stance, a 4-point stance. You are a grounded opponent. Only 7 beautiful first round in this FLRY with fight. Now both girls have tested each other's power. Nice parry there. Let's see if KS able to do the same thing she did in the first round. Keep her on the distance. Nice clean shots down the middle. And now Alex, we start thinking about a gas tank. Too right, especially with Lydia's a lot of energy spent keeping C down, sweeping, getting them out of it. Volume when she was on top. How is it? Yes. Then yeah, she is taking some breaths. Their nice push kick. There, as you saw on screen too. Championship fights for our last show of the year, November 29th. Montag, a little bit of welting to on the lower left eye. Ofo's probably from that first shot first round. Nice jab lands there beautifully. Fordu Ellis try the overhand and got caught with a jab. TR with the low kicks. Now the game of chess Biscado off course doesn't want to go to the ground again. Lydia's got shook, got knocked down first. One nice left hook. K now needs to really start getting that respect back there. It is really starting to really dig in those heels and try to throw a good combination. Here starts setting arrows. Back nice take down, beautiful hold. There from arrows, well set up, beautiful. Double set it up with the hands. In point, but again back at distance with 3 minutes left to go in the second round. Well, I must say that Kenya Enriquez has definitely impressed me. She feels very confident. The psychology there in the holler used very properly. Remember, she's used to fighting in a ring. Now this is a holler, completely different dynamic. And we talk about Hailey having more MMA experience. She started her pro career in 2022, but you also have to remember that Kenya is still a combat sports athlete, starting her pro boxing career in 2014. So that's a lot more time. Even is to work in a taked down up against the cage, but we'll see if she wants to shoot from the center and be able to work some dominant that 1-2 combination. Hailey said no. She is a tough cookie. Oh, another straight one. That number 2 man coming in fast and furious. We'll expand this into a full 7,000 word script in one go as a downloadable document or continued in parts. Consistent punching is more of a target. You got to fight her back, you got to press her back, got to imagine that there was a lot of strategy going in. And Hailey is here with her head coach and also a former cage world champion. Quickly down and quickly back up for Hailey. Did you hear that, Alex? That was very loud inside Univision Studios tonight. Shook the desk here. Holy cow, we must flurry in link in. That lady has some bricks in those hands. And it's not just to the head, and when she starts to get that body work in, it'll have us wincing over here, and we're just watching. We've seen some boxers and major transition. We've seen some MMA fighters have made the transition to boxing. Not that much success in that turnaround. Hence Conor McGregor, Francis. I can go on and on. Now this is where it could get pretty interesting. This is where Valentine wants this fight, so she can work her way and get her to the ground. Alex, but does she have enough of that? How psychology Alex for Kenya Enriquez to work around this position? You definitely see her work in the cage well, but you also have to remember that Hailey usually competes at 105, so you can really see the size discrepancy. She's not a true strawweight, which is at what this match is at currently, but she just proved to herself that she can get in, and once she's in, that is where she wants to be. Not her at distance with a WBC champion on the feet. Valentine training out of the BST Academy. Folks train out there. She's breathing every she said she was Intrigued to see how Kenya will do with her striking in MMA with her head on the center line. Move your head, she's doing a great job so far, but we just heard in the corner of Haley she's breathing heavy now. These are your opportunities to work in a takedown, but I think the strategy for Haley long we have it's still plenty of time here, so a pretty good start for Rodriguez, but Muno break her down as we move into the later rounds. Music. P with a chance to mount, she gets it. Rodriguez turns around, she's almost out of the position. Let's see if Woes can build something here. No back and top. Here's Ellie Rodriguez. Now's an opportunity for Ellie here, see what she can do here from the top. Music. Ellie Rodriguez looking for a third victory as a pro, trying to keep that belt, but Munoz is giving her a time. I love MMA. When she saw and Alexa, she's like, I want to do that, all right. Look at the cage, the tail of the tape here. 32 years young for Rodriguez, 27 for Munoz. The official weight 124.54. Rodriguez 13.84. Girls coming in right at the right amount. 5 feet 7 inches height for Rodriguez, 5 feet 4 inches for Munoz. Check out the reach advantage, quite significant for Rodriguez. She's got very long arms. And then 2-2-0 for record for Rodriguez. 72-0 for Muno, the heavy favorite. Rodriguez at a -150 according to our boys here at Team Mexico. MX, I love how you did that. You like that you added some emphasis. Thanks man, I appreciate that style. Well, that's interesting. So the champion's a favorite, and now let's go off to the cage with Felipe man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening, and it's fight rounds for the women's Luke Fight League weight